Yo, this that man back again, baby. You feel me? What we got going on today is a little talk about Russell Westbrook versus Harden. What's more impressive? What Harden's been doing scoring? Or what Westbrook has been doing triple-double wise? Well, you asked the GOAT, Michael Jordan. You heard what he had to say. He had to say 6-0. Damn you, Jordan. You cocky bastard. They didn't even ask you that. They asked you what is better, what Russell Westbrook is doing or what James Harden is doing. Sheesh. Anyways, let's time into this first take-ish, find out what's going on. I appreciate you for coming to my channel. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what's going on in your mind, though. Okay, baby? Okay, baby? Anyways, let's start this first take-ish. Understand that, man?
The answer is Russell Westbrook because, Max, it fits into the service of winning better than does James Harden. James Harden's amazing feat is a solo act. It's an amazing reflection of who he is. But what Westbrook is doing fits into a winning team, a team that we didn't know could be like this. You point out, over the last 11 games, by the way, the Rockets are 7-4. Meanwhile, the last 12 games, the Thunder are 11-1. In other words, Westbrook's accomplishment is making the Thunder the best version of themselves. Paul George is prospering. Their win-loss record is prospering. James Harden's feats are a reflection of him. Is this the best version of the Rockets? No. I don't think any of us believe the way they're playing now and what Harden is doing is their best version and the way they would win in the playoffs. For the Thunder, though, they play like this. That's the best version of themselves in the playoffs.
I'll distinguish them for you. So to get a triple-double is tougher, okay? To score 30-plus in 30 and more games is more impressive. For both of these guys, it's needed, to your point, in order for them to survive in the Western Conference playoff race. But for James Harden, if you think about it, he also has a perfect storm with Mike D'Antoni's system where he's going to have high usage with the basketball. And if you look at his field goal attempts, he's getting them up. Okay, so he's taking a lot of shots. He's shooting a lot of threes. He's shooting a lot of free throws. With that usage, you're going to fall into 30 points. Now, to get a triple-double, take it from somebody that's – I scored 30 points in a lot of games. I only had one triple-double because I didn't rebound. So for Russell, he's able to get the boards, get the dimes, but still give me 20 points. There's a reason why nobody has averaged a triple-double in the game since the Big O did it in the 60s, and he's on course to do it for the third straight season,
if you really want to
which
talk
is phenomenal.
If you really want to talk about the impressive streak, the impressive streak is that he's going on his third consecutive season averaging a triple-double. That's the reason Westbrook's my favorite player. Because he does not cheat the fans ever or cheat his teammates ever. And his foibles are based on the fact that, if anything, he hits the gas too hard sometimes.
Hold on, Max. Going back to what Jalen was just saying, absolutely what James Harden is doing is more impressive. But what's tougher is what Russell Westbrook is doing. And just because Harden is doing great things right now, does that mean that's a winning style of basketball? Okay, but you're right. The question is not what's a winning what's a winning style of basketball. The question is who is more impressive at the moment. And it's Harden only because you don't see this all the time. What Westbrook is doing is absolutely rare. But what Harden is doing, few scorers in the NBA have done that. Few. Okay? Continue, man. It's that man.
When he needs to let go a little bit sometimes and trust his teammates even more, I believe. But guys, the fact of the matter is, yes, Westbrook is a winning player right now. He's playing winning basketball. Give James Harden Paul George's triple-double with 45 points and see if he wins more. I mean, the fact of the matter is Harden's not playing with a Paul George right now. When he had a crime partner last year, let's recall, because, by the way, who's the reigning MVP?
James Harden.
James Harden, reigning MVP, and they won more games than anyone in basketball last year. And when it came down to it, he had a Game 7 at home against the unbeatable Warriors, and he didn't have his crime partner, and they still came within single digits of beating the Warriors. But give him Paul George and see what happens.
You're taking it's fascinating through this whole conversation because you're looking at the exact same evidence and just coming to the opposite conclusion as us. You see that there's been very few options on the Rockets besides James Harden.
And they're winning anyway.
That makes it more impressive. Jalen, and I think I agree with this, looks at it and go, who else is going to take the shots? James is going to take the shots. It makes it easier And don't get me wrong, it's not that it makes it easy. What James Harden is doing is amazing for him to get to the 30. Russ has to do it right now, fitting into a team environment.
You're right that it's easier to get to 30, but it's not easier to get to 30 and win.
Let me give you a different
when
way to look at it.
everyone knows that you're the whole scoring situation. Also, Westbrook took 20 shots yesterday, hit 4. Westbrook is you're shooting 20% from the field.
Let me give you a different way to look at it.
Max has a point. When you're shooting the ball all day like Harden, teams know you're going to score those points. Harden better be scoring 35, 40 points a game, okay? What Westbrook is doing may be more impressive, actually, now that I really think about it, man. But let's continue this footage, this dat man. Understand?
There have been so many prolific scorers, past and present, to play in the NBA. If they had the level of volume and usage of James Harden, I could name you 20 people that could actually do what he's doing.
Wait. 20 this year or 20, would you say, within a...
20 in the history of the game.
But Jalen, you got to do it with the efficiency that Harden does it.
Harden ain't efficient.
He is
Max.
efficient.
No, he isn't.
He
you know what he's shooting from the floor?
His effective field goal percentage is quite high.
This is the way you do it.
Let Jalen finish it.
You're saying effective field goal percentage.
Right.
I'm talking about his actual field goal percentage.
Hold up, Jalen. Actual
I know
field
you're
goal
going.
percentage.
I know where you're going. I know you're going. You're measuring the threes. I know what you're doing.
They're not all created equal.
Correct.
Okay, I've heard enough. What's the most impressive? I have to change my mind. The most impressive feat is what Russell Westbrook is up to. What Russell Westbrook is doing right now at the moment is more impressive considering the fact Harden shoots the ball all day. Harden makes certain calls. He has a usage rate of, he's in the game all day. What do you expect? Okay? So, you heard the footage. What Westbrook is doing right now is definitely more impressive. Screw Jordan. They didn't ask you about your 6 rings, which Scotty got you. Okay? Which Scotty and Phil helped you get. Okay? They asked you a simple question, Mike, and you were wrong again. Okay? So this that man Dooley. Thank you for watching. Like to my channel, subscribe to my channel, comment on my channel, do it all for my channel. You dig? So, once again, that man Dooley.